yo. It's Thursday night, 8:30-ish. It's going down with your girl, Lady Kayne and Kayne gang. Let's go, the party team. Drinking and smoking, the party team. Drinking and smoking, the party team. Lady drinking and smoking, the party team. We liking and smoke, it's the party team. We on drinking and smoke, it's the party team. We on drinking and smoke, it's the party team. We on drinking and smoke, it's the party team. Lady drinking and smoke, it's the party team. Gang, gang.
I know you lying. I know you lying. Got the music. Hey. Hey, you already heard the intro, so you already know where you are. It's the party time with your girl, Lady Kayne. I got Brian Familiar in the building. We are thick, and I got my big dog Sugar right here at my feet. Oh, shout out. As I said, you all heard that new intro. So I gotta give a shout out to 2K. I gotta give a shout out to Funny Me. So I gotta give a shout out to Paytech. I gotta give a shout out to the Grind Factory. So I was able to get that done today and make us legit official. So salute. We're a real show, y'all.
Yeah.
So, as we said in the intro, it's a little bit of drinking and smoking. I forgot my notebook. I'm not even going to get up and go get it because I remember off the top of the dome just about everything I was going to say. So, as I said, it is Thursday night and I'm here to usher you into the weekend. It's Friday Eve and we finna get lit. We got a whole lot of different things we're going to talk about. We're going to get a little serious for a second. Then we're going to jump over to the little cut up foolery. But before we get started, I hope everybody's been having a good night, having a good day, having a good week. And guess what? If you feel like you haven't been, you got a chance to do over tomorrow because you'll be waking up and woke up today. So, I want to give a shout out to all of our major, yeah, that'll work. Thank you. Our major sponsors. I want to give a major salute to our sponsors that we have tonight. We have the Grind Factory. Listen, you need to come through and get your stuff done, taken care of, whether it be podcast, whether it be audiobook, whether it be spoken word, whether it's your music, whatever. The Grind Factory has you covered. Hashtag WDistro. What's up, Marcella? Checking in. The Grind Factory has you covered along with Grind Time Radio ATL, which is where we're listening tonight. Also, we have one of our other major sponsors, Major Movement Inc., a new social media management company that also does consultation right here for you. Anything you want, anything you need, they'll get you taken care of. You want exposure, you want more visibility, contact Major Movement Inc. We also have Candid Creations, who you saw took our lovely intro and made some visuals to it. So we got to give a shout out to them. Styled by, put together by, tolerated by at times. Candid Creations. Also, we want to give a shout out to MJ Kayne Media. You want to read? You don't? It's lit around here. What's wrong with you? We read. And MJ Kayne got all the books you need. She, right now, has the Butterfly Memoirs, which is focusing on interracial romance, which that can be a controversial subject these days, depending on who you're talking to. But regardless, what's not controversial is peace. So get into MJK Media and her first book, which is currently available, A Heart Not Easily Broken, for free. And our last, but our most important sponsor, Kayne. Yo! So give yourself a major salute and some shout out. So, like I said, we're gonna have some fun tonight. But before we get like all the way into it, I wanted to talk about. I know you lying, which is why I got this picture up. Breonna Taylor. She gonna get a moment of silence. Okay, listen. I still didn't get a chance. Oh, Marcella asked, what alcohol goes with homemade banana nut bread? Um, to be honest, I would say mix yourself up either a little rummy rum or some vodka. Um, since it's banana nut bread, there's not a lot of banana type drinks that you can kind of mix it with. But you know me, I like it kind of a little fruity, little mixed drink. Get you some. Oh, they have a banana flavored vodka. So get you a banana flavored vodka, and I would mix it. I ain't mixing them with sodas these days, so I would probably tell you to mix it with. I don't know. Okay. Yeah. So MJ said you could make yourself. Now I would do this. So some people like screwdrivers. She's a screwdriver girl. I am not. But what I would do is take orange juice and a vodka. That's what I would drink. Yeah. So try orange juice and banana vodka. That's what I would drink. I mean, I mix up a little anything. I am not the girl who asked at the liquor store what to mix. No, I do it myself. My taste buds, I know what I want. Y'all typically like, just get yourself a little ginger ale and, no, I'm sorry. Get yourself a little Sprite and a little seltzer water and some tonic. And you're I ain't like we try to get to it. So, Breonna Taylor. There are so many different conflicting things that I have seen as to her name. Of course, we know, as I hate to say it, I expected for there to not be anyone who's going to be sentenced for what took place. I've read some people talking about the fact that there was a shot that was fired from out of the apartment by her boyfriend. It doesn't. I think I read something about her family. That doesn't matter. I think what should happen, and here's how I feel: them giving the family the award, he just seems like Oh, okay. Marcella said school vibes on her drink too. Yeah, I don't fool with it. So yeah, get your food. My problem, I feel like if they were willing to give them a settlement, especially so soon, that I felt like they weren't going to prosecution. Yeah. And I heard they set up barriers stuff like that before they gave the verdict because they knew they were not going to find them guilty.
And afterwards gave them a 72-hour curfew.
Because they knew that they were not going to prosecute. Why? Like, why? I don't even understand why this even has to be a topic. Especially, I don't even understand why it had to be something that we planned to deal with people acting out. People are getting a lot more comfortable. Others are getting a lot more comfortable because these situations take place and they're not, the people who do it are not prosecuted. The people who do it make jokes out of it. They share pictures from scenes, stuff. It's a joke. I'm going to tell you why I'm bringing this up today. Because I saw earlier on Twitter that Tory Lanez says he got time today. So at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, he's going to tell his side because Megan was lying. So you're going to wait the day after they don't prosecute Breonna Taylor's murderers to go in on Megan.
too late.
And your team thinks that's smart. Your team says, salute, let's do it. You got time today? Bitch ass nigga, she had time how many weeks ago? Who gives a fuck about your... the fact that T.I. is even... who gives a fuck what he has to say? Because if he didn't do, he wouldn't be waiting all this time to have something to say. He would have been trying to clear his goddamn name. T.I. can have a seat. He don't even need to get in the middle and be trying to tell him what he should do. You should talk. You have a seat because you got your own problems at your house that you need to be figuring out. I'm sorry. Wasn't T.I. telling wasn't he an activist when all of this went down with Breonna Taylor? But the day after her murderers are found not guilty, you get your duck ass online with Tory Lanez talking about what y'all should and should not be talking about. You need to clear your name. Bad. I already know that there's going to be a goo gob of people. And here's the thing. So when you got to tell your truth, I don't believe Megan announced that I'm going to go live at such and such a time to tell my truth. She's got online and told her truth. But to announce it, is this a press release for a CD?
Right.
And if you told T.I. you can't talk about it, then what are you going to have time today to talk about at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time? Yeah, Marcella said boarding up the stores was a big clue. It definitely was a big clue. But I'm telling you, talking about boarding up stores, who's not boarding up their stores anymore? Walmart. They don't have any separate entrances anymore. All they have is the yellow tape on the inside of the entrance, separating entrance, exit. But other than that, both sides, you go in and out all with it. Bro, I'm not even mad about this situation. I just think that it's bull that man got on his Twitter account today, the day after this mess happened, and says what he has time for, what he's going to be telling people, what he's going to be doing. You all can follow like sheep if you want to, and you give him those views. And then when he doesn't tell the whole story, or he lies, then what? Y'all got to be careful who you support, because, of course, their views are not in line with yours. But, yeah, I try not to talk about the Meg and Tory situation with too many outside people, because there's some ignorant people out here. I don't support deadbeats. And there's some deadbeats around who feel like, it's men who feel like, oh, it's all good. No, it's not. As I said, T.I. can sit his duck ass down, and he can take Tory Lanez and any of these other stupid ass. You know what's crazy? I would much rather hear from Clarice today. Much rather hear from Clarice. I don't want to hear from Tory. He don't have shit to tell nobody around. And I'm not a hottie. Like, I like Megan, but I'm not a hottie. But this is just bullshit. If the world, she had to go live and say what she had to say because people were saying she was lying. She didn't really have her injuries happen. So she had to go through proving herself. And then this duck ass nigga is just gonna pull up and be like, oh, okay. I got time. I'm gonna tell the truth because she ain't telling the truth. I got a question. Do we care anymore?
Nope.
I don't give a fuck. And I hate to say that. I don't care. I don't care what happened because she's good now. I hope she's stormed. To be honest, I'm gonna be real. Fuck the courts. You from Houston. Call your goons and have them deal with this. He's an immigrant. He should be sitting down somewhere so he don't get deported. He's Canadian. Drake don't even want you. Out of here. We only acknowledge Drake and The Weeknd as Canadians here. Mm-hmm. This guy, yeah. Daystar is his name. Daystar.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, that's his name. That's his real name. Daystar. So anyway, I can't. Not in this year of our Lord COVID 2020, where we done lost so many dang old people. We just had the wholesome goodness of Auntie Gladys and Auntie Patty last. And then hear this dumbass. Oh, I got time today. Die people. I ain't got a whole lot to that, but that's the main thing that I had today with you. I don't think so. I know you lying. R.I.P. to Breonna Taylor. We send our love, thoughts, prayers to her family and those that were close enough to have her number in their phone, talk to her. Because everything else is just there. Everything else. Y'all better stay focused. Y'all better not get distracted because COVID is still out there. All right. I'm going to lift my mood for a second because I got somebody whose head I want to get on, and I might possibly want to leave them a sternly worded voicemail. And the person who's on this picture with this person, he really gave me the inspiration to say, yeah, I should write a Dear Stan. Nick Cannon!
Nick
Cannon! Nick Cannon, I'm on your head. I'm on your head. I'm on your head. Okay? You see what that thing up there says? You know, it says rest in peace to Nick Cannon. We losing so many artists this year. Let me tell you what my problem is with Mr. Nick Cannon. Picture it. December 2019, East Point. A young city girl, a young country girl finding her way in the city happens to fall into some wild out tickets, courtesy of a good person who works here at the factory. Solo, shots out to Solo. So picture a car, me, 2K, Solo, and Chantel. We pull up to Wild and Out, we excited, lit. Oh, I'm telling 2K, boy, we finna be backed up on the ground. We finna have some great pictures. Yeah. We start walking our duck asses to the lines for security. And 15 people walking back. Talking about you can't take your phones in.
So that takes out pictures, guys.
The whole point of me coming to this event was so I could take pictures and flex to the ground. But now I can't bring my camera, my phone.
Boo.
Okay. So it's cold. It's cold because I said December.
Yep.
So we got to walk back to the car, put our duck ass phones in the car, and then walk back to the line. So boom. Thankfully, 2K stayed in line. I took his phone back so that way we wasn't going to have to get back in this long line. He stayed in line and held our spot, get back on to the line. So boom, we get through the security. Then we got to go through another little checkpoint. And I'm thinking, damn, my head ain't got no reason. But anyway, we get on inside. Oh, I'm sorry. We get on the bus. They drive a bike around the lot to the building that we got to be in. So we get back there to that building. And then they bring us on. Oh, first we had to stand outside. It was a little chilly. Then they bring us in. And I remember saying to 2K, this thing is way smaller than it looks on TV. You guys have no idea how small that set at Wild and Out is. And I do mean small. The stage is not as big as it looks. The room is not as big as it looks. They truly use the optical illusion and camera angle tricks in that building. Okay? So, it's 1:30, 2 o'clock. And our tickets are for 2 episodes. First episode was going to have YBN Corday performing. She did. It was my first time being hosted. And then the second episode had Biz Markie. He's in the hospital now, so I'm sending him well wishes. Now, I want to be petty enough to say Nick Cannon pull this bullshit and not letting us see our episode of Wild and Out. But anyway, I digress. So, shouts out to Biz Markie. I'm sending you good health. He's been in the hospital for a couple of months now. COVID got started. You know, he has type 2 diabetes and something else. So, yeah, don't know. They not really putting a whole lot of words on what's going on. Sending him good prayers. But we get through the show. We get through the first episode that they filmed with Wild and Out with YB and Corday. You gotta keep getting up. Wild it, 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 wild it.
We gotta keep doing it.
Wild it, wild it, smart, wild it, wild it. And then you gotta sit back down. And then it's pick up and kill it and kill it and kill it. Pick up and kill it and kill it. Oh. In the classroom. In the classroom. In the classroom. All right. I'm trying to think what else. What else? Oh. No, they didn't do the family reunion. They didn't. Okay, so boom. It's been about 3 hours. We're a little hungry. So I said, this is a Nick Cannon production on Tyler Perry Studios lie. There is absolutely no way they don't have some type of craft services catering in this. Baby, they told us, all right, guys, everyone stay seated. We're about to switch out a few things on the stage for the next episode. Everyone stay seated. We're gonna bring you your snacks. We're gonna bring you a snack. Oh, okay. So we're sitting on the side of the room. So this is where they had introduced the old school, new school. We were the new school, but we were the stepchildren. We were the poor people. Because on the old school side, they gave them Red Bulls. They had like 2-3 bags of chips. Our side, little bitty bottle of water, and I feel like we had to fight. A row had to fight over a bag of pretzels. Is the way I felt. I felt like the 5 people on the row had to share our bag of pretzels. It was like Chantel was sitting on this end, so she opened the bag, took a pretzel out, passed it to me. I took a pretzel out, passed it to 2K. He took a pretzel out, passed it to the end, and it was like, hope it was one left. That's about how I felt. But we literally, all we got was a bag of pretzels. Just one little bag of pretzels. And I said, pretzels? This dry? Okay, fine. They said, it's a possibility once we pass out the snacks to everyone, we may have, more to go around.
That's a lie.
Fine.
They be doing it.
That's not a lie. That is not a lie.
Do they have
That is not a lie. These rich people, wait a second.
dog?
Solo went, first of all, Solo didn't even sit with us the entire time. Like, somehow he ends up getting put over with the old school side. They done moved him 3-4 different times around in the camera angles. They gave him an extra Red Bull because wildin'. So they telling us on our side, and our side, the nigga side. He said, oh, hell no, this bullshit, oh, hell no. So people is like, we finna leave. I looked at Chantel, because I drove. I looked at Chantel. I looked at 2K. And she looked across the room trying to get Solo attention. Like, we finna go. Of course, he doesn't want to go. He's living it up. He's getting ready to move. He don't want to leave. Meanwhile, we fighting with roaches to get a snack. We want out. So he's like, no. He did. So I'm looking like, well, I leave him. Like, he's like, but we waited. I said, okay, fine. But wait. I'm going to tell you something. I can't speak for 2K or Chantel. But for me, when we started filming the second episode, I was. And for some strange reason, they had us hold that wilding for extra long on that episode. Like, we kept having us. And our side, after a while, we all just kind of standing there like, you give us a Red Bull. Give us some chips. Give me some more water.
I can't even get a mini bottle of water.
Before we get in, I forgot because I'm jumping. Once we got off the bus and before they let us get in the building, they had us in this holding tent where we all just kind of stood around. And if you had a talent and you wanted to rap, just put your business out there, you could. So they had this real thick girl. I forgot her name, but she did a snack rap. Now, of course, I love snacks, so anybody's gonna talk about it. And it was lit. She was lit. This guy comes up to me and says, "Are you Lady Kayne?" Now you know me. Who want to know? What? He's like, "Oh, I know Tech. It's the dude who's coming here to record. I know Tech. I said, hey, Bobby, what? How you doing? All right, bet." So we get to the second episode. We are over it. I damn near hate Nick Cannon at this point. I damn near hate Wilding Out because it's been 6 hours and we have had no food, no drinks, no nothing. But we're just supposed to keep sitting here. Wilding. So now it's 7:30. Show's over. Get outside. Finally get to leave. But you couldn't bring lighters or whatever it was in. It was something that you couldn't bring in that they had to go over and check. Go get that, excuse me. And then we leave. Everyone's talking about they're so hungry, why. I mean, of course, we've been here damn near all day, but whatever. So a day or two goes by, and I end up talking to Mun, and I told Mun when we were, I told we went to Wild Out Day the other day, blah, blah, blah. He said, I was there. I said, no, you weren't. I'm like, no, you weren't. He's like, yeah, I was there, blah, blah, blah. He said, and I hate. He said, it was crazy. I had to go smoke by myself because the people I was with was too crazy scared to go smoke. I clutched my purse. I said, wait. You in the same building as me with marijuana, and I didn't get to link up with you. He done managed. Hey, he done managed. He done managed to sneak in a blunt or two and some snacks. And the man had some snacks.
Yeah, alcohol.
He had alcohol too.
Oh, he already
Had the whole shebang because that was not his first time going.
Yeah, he already knew.
He said he had been before, so he knew what to expect. He stayed until the last show. He stayed till about 10, 11 o'clock. He stayed for the third show. Because there was a third show. He had tickets. Or he snuck in. I don't know. We talked about it. If we had to eat, I would have snuck back in. But if we didn't eat.
Because of lack of snacks, it probably was like anybody.
People did leave.
Please stay.
No. People did leave between the two shows because they wanted to eat. But most people did. It's just, it sucks because you're sitting there, like, you're just sitting there. You can't take pictures. I mean, Big Mac talked to the crowd a little bit, so shouts out to Big Mac. Who else talked to the crowd? Nick Cannon, he did his job. He did his job too. Justina, she did.
She said hey at the beginning.
She shouldn't.
Remember, DC came up and
so they didn't even.
Yeah, DC. Okay, so it was a dude who was sitting in front of us who went to school with me. So he came over, chopped it up, spoke to him for a second. So he was personable. He came over, spoke to everybody. Carlos told a few jokes, like he normally does. He told a couple of jokes. Who else? It was Big Mac and it was Pretty V. She kind of interacted a little bit.
Kind of.
But it was another female. I just can't think of who. It was another female who kind of chatted it up a little bit. Lovely Mimi was there. She did the second episode. She was on the second. She did the second episode. So that was the other thing. Everyone did not do both episodes. Some people only came out for the second episode. I damn near want to say Justina was one of those who didn't come on both episodes, but I might be wrong. Yeah, she wasn't on both. Actually, I don't. Because you know what? No. You don't even have. This is why I'm mad. Because I digress. I'm not mad about. Okay, fine. So we had a poor experience for the first time in a while now because I couldn't take it. But why I'm mad? We've been waiting, keeping an eye out. And so then all of a sudden we see that the baby's clips of Wild 'N Out are available on YouTube. So we're like, yes, we are next because the baby filmed the night before us. Like, we knew this because of the schedule, and then while we were there, they had made a big deal, I guess, that, you know, the baby had pulled up and it was a real big deal. Then Nick Cannon had his podcast with Professor Griff. Professor Griff made comments that he made, and then everything fell out. And all I've been saying, all that I've been saying since the beginning is, we just wanted to see our episode. I mean, I didn't plan on seeing myself. I would have been fine seeing, you know, whoever was with us, but we just wanted to see our episode. And I'm hearing that Wild 'N Out may come back. I'm hearing he may be the one to host it. But that means our episodes are in the trash? I'm going to tell you something, Nick Cannon. If our episodes don't air,
you're going to be hearing about that.
I'm just down the block. Literally, I'm just down the block from Tyler Perry Studios. Like, not even 5 minutes. Like, it's literally just down the street for me. Right. It's nowhere. I'll walk. And you're going to see about me. Someone at that gate to talk to me. Even if I got to throw my Delta Tech out shirt to come in there and act like I'm somebody. With Biz Markie, with YB and Corday, when are they going to... You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? YB and Corday don't even go by YB and Corday. He just goes by Corday.
Intro.
So,
Wow.
Eminem, he had the dearest thing. Dear Nick, all I really wanted for Christmas was to be on an episode. Dear Nick, all I really wanted for my birthday was not a big booty hole. I just wanted to see myself as 2 seconds for the 2 episodes I was on Wild and Out. That's all I wanted. All I wanted for Christmas. And I think you know about All I Want for Christmas because your ex-wife sings that song. All I wanted for Christmas? All I wanted for Christmas was to see myself, 2K, Chantel, solo, 2 seconds. With Corday, because he don't even go back there no more, and Biz Marquis, who's in the hospital. How about this? I know what might help make him feel better. If he sees his episode of Wild and Out that he filmed back in December of 2019. You know, YB and Corday, that situation, the whole YB group, they not even together. It's just one of them that's still left there holding it down. You know what would make them feel better? If you show that episode they filmed with YB and Corday back in December of 2019. What is the deal?
Right.
Can you have someone from your team let us know what the steps would be to get just the clip? Don't even play the episode. Could we just see the clip y'all were going to show from it? Por favor? Please? Because if you don't, if you're not willing to help me, I got somebody that I'm going to have brains that I'm going to have help me out. Want to know who? Tyrese Gibson. Oh, I'm gonna say Tyrese because I'm gonna jump to Clarice now. I'm done with Nick because Clarice is gonna have to help me out. See, Nick Cannon, if you don't play these 2 episodes that you owe us, you see this guy right here? You see him, right? You're gonna get the treatment he's about to get because see tonight I'm gonna let him know why he ruined a franchise. Oh, I forget. This man had the audacity to say, oh, he's going through money like the Sahara. He broke. Wobbly, wild, whoopity, woo, whatever the mess he's telling people. Who knows? But y'all remember like 3 years ago, he was telling people that he was going to do the Hobbs and Shaw situation. And Tyrese is saying, hey, what about me? Then all of a sudden his life was falling apart, so he had to record this. What more do you want from me? What more do I want? I want to see my 2 episodes of Wild and Out Clarice. That's what I would like. That's what I would like. That's what I would like. But Clarice, what I would also like for you, you said, what more do we want from you? To walk away from the Fast and the Furious franchise. That's what I want. I want you to walk away. Walk away. And you know why? Why do we have Tokyo Drift, Tyrese? Could you tell me that? Because if I'm not mistaken, the problem was with like Vin Diesel and his situation. So you and Brian could have done the 3rd movie. Oh, let me guess. The powers that be said, look, Paul Walker. You and Tyrese alone, y'all numbers didn't do all that good for Too Fast and Furious. So I'm going to send you over here to do a couple of movies with Jessica Alba and a couple of them people. This guy, he can do whatever he's going to do. Then we're going to link back up and we're going to act like none of these other movies took place. We're just going to jump back into the franchise. Tyrese, you better be glad that you have a speaking role. So here's a question. Because I haven't watched enough. I haven't watched them the last 2. How much of a speaking role does he have?
That's it. He's always the jokester, like the jokester.
So a black man got bitch.
Yeah, they in the middle of planning the heist and shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
they in the middle of planning the heist, and everybody's been on technical and all this other stuff. But then when they say something about, hey, we're gonna do this. Oh no! Then he got all this extra, and
I just gotta get my plan in.
and everybody just kind of look at him like, all right, moving on back to what we were talking about.
Right? They treat him like the annoying that's just there.
Well,
Until it's like, stretch.
Got him.
Hey, bro, we got something. We know you. And I think Brian actually.
No, I said a couple years ago when the writer couldn't figure out a good line for somebody else to say, that's when they inserted him. They insert him. Oh, come on, you guys.
He's the one that gets all the bad rub.
Oh man, hold on. Hey, there's such in it. Oh, why did you just say that in the first place? Like,
Right, it's so easy to insert crying scene instead of having to insert thinking scene.
I like that. He has a new song out, I think, and then I think he's a part of a. He has a movie coming out with Michael J. White, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on, y'all.
I still gotta go back and watch that Black.
You know why I give him a hard time? He has the same fucking birthday as me. That's why I give him such a fucking hard. He's a horrible representation of a December 30th Capricorn. Horrible. Trash. I could have sworn that he had a new movie coming out with Michael J. White or Jai White. I hate White's name. Hold on, y'all, because I feel like I just read something that said they had a movie. Yeah, they do. They have a movie coming out, which is why his name is been out. The movie is called Red 48, and it's John Malkovich and Michael J. White. So I expect. Tyrese is a 6-time Grammy nominated R&B singer-songwriter who has been a key player in 2. I'm glad I read this. He's been a key player in 2 multi-billion-dollar franchises. Are you all ready? Hold on to your seats. Fast and Furious and Transformers.
He was a crybaby in Transformers. So the best two that he can scream and cry in is what he got nominated.
Well, key player.
He wasn't even the main actor.
He's one of Fast and Furious.
He was one of the extras in the movie.
Exactly.
After the second, that's only because he was.
How can you call him a key player when he didn't pop up to the sequel? Don't you got to be the first to be a key? Okay,
I would think Paul Walker and that would be.
they're key players.
They're
They're key players.
Because
He was in the first
Transformers.
Pretty much everybody else but Tyrese.
Tyrese is more of a key player in Transformers than Shia LaBeouf.
No.
He's just the backup person, the second key player on the military side.
For Transformers?
Yeah, for the people out there fighting. Yeah, he was one of the main.
Didn't Terrence Howard come in? Or am I thinking about Don Cheadle?
No, neither one of them went.
I could have sworn Tyrese got replaced by somebody. Am I wrong?
No, that was Iron Man you're thinking about. With Don Cheadle and Howard. Yeah, because Terrence Howard was first, and then they replaced him with Don Cheadle.
Key player. Key player. That's real. That's real balls. That's real ballsy to be saying key player. Now, also, he is allegedly attached to play the late, great R&B sensation Teddy Pendergrass. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. I'm speaking on behalf of Mr. Pendergrass. He called me this afternoon from the grave. No. Not interested. No. Not interested. No. He said he wants someone who can maintain their composure better and not be online crying about what more do you want from No. Also, in some no news, we keep Clarice up here because this is how I felt when I read this. Jordan Peele, Seth MacFarlane, and someone else have been pitched by Netflix to make a 10-episode animated version of, are you ready?
Oh, no.
Good Times.
Oh, heck no.
They can't touch Good Times.
That is a original legendary TV show.
Now you hear how this house how we feel about Good Times. It is, listen, I love finding the thread that clowns and dragons Good Times, but I love watching Good Times.
Right.
I got my own little inside jokes for watching. But yeah, they are going to redo an animated. Yeah. I talked to. Well, I want to say I talked to Norman Beer, the creator, but he's still alive and he's okay with it. So
Wow.
I'm gonna pull this up so I can tell you guys exact. I just was disgusted when I read this. I was so disgusted. So they claim that they are delighted. I bet they are delighted to do this. This is so disgusting. They are going to do. Oh, I'm sorry. I said the wrong name. It is not Jordan Peele. It's Steph Curry. Yeah, that's right. NBA star Steph.
Get out of town.
They put a basketball player as an actor. Okay.
It's not like we've seen him in something that can say he can act.
Never seen him in a movie.
He's part of the production team, and I'm gonna Okay, can I tell you why I know I like Family Guy. I don't think Seth
No. I have been better off with it.
it's the same. It's Seth MacFarlane is our guy from Family Guy and American Dad.
Oh, hell no.
He sure is. No.
Hell no.
He did Ted. Didn't he do Ted? Isn't he behind Ted? From Mark Wahlberg, the bear. I still haven't watched it, but the bear.
I'm not sure.
I think he's Ted. I think he's Ted.
There's another.
Yeah, he has a couple. So I get on paper, business wise, why they chose to do it because with that name attached, you'll bring fans, but it's not that true. It ain't even his color. I just because are any of the cast who are still living? John Amos, Ralph Carter, Jimmy Walker, Janet Jackson, Bernadette Status, who is fine still. She in her 60s and she's still beautiful. Are these women gonna be involved? Or men? Because if you're not gonna involve any of them, and I'm positive they're not because they're all older. No. I'm closing that. No. Steph, no. Steph, no. I ain't got no smoke with you. I think Aisha, I ain't got no issue with Aisha. I know people give her a hard time online. I ain't got time. No. Aisha, no. We don't want it. Who asked? This is a who asked for it.
Yeah.
Right. Nobody.
I ain't interested.
Animation at that.
But we got too much going on to be trying to
I'm
do
scared.
that.
I'm scared. I'm too scared. Tyrese, you know what? Tyrese, somebody did something worse and aggravated me more than him. So I got to get off Tyrese. We can stay up there, but we're going to get off of that because this is just ridiculous. Like, when is enough? Enough. I feel like we are beginning to run out of creativity, so we just want to keep touching stuff and get already.
Right.
And fine. What good is going to come out of animating?
They need to be coming up with more Boondocks and Archer.
Where's What About Chicken?
Exactly. They need to be doing those that you can continuously keep making.
I think they canceled it.
I think they did cancel it. Yeah, they canceled it and brought it back, canceled it and brought it back, canceled it and brought it back.
I think it was canceled. Let's see. I'm about to see if I can find out. Where is White Chicken?
My favorite episodes are always
Because they make the funniest jokes.
It had not, okay. As of now, it has not been renewed for season 11, but it has not been canceled either. I fucking love Robot Chicken. It's a hilarious show.
I think the first one episode I remember seeing was Stomper Day.
Yeah. Everybody should know about Weasel Stomper Day. That thing went viral.
That was funny.
Did you guys hear that Sierra is now an ambassador for Weight Watchers? Like,
she ain't even fat.
She says that the amount of weight she gained with this last baby, that it was gonna, and she was honest. I had been keeping track because I wanted to know. She had been saying that with the amount of weight that she had put on with this baby, she didn't know if it was as easier. She had said for hard and
Mm.
great. So get money, get a check. Why not?
Yeah.
You know, why not? So she's gonna be their ambassador, and she says her ideal goal is to get back down to a size.
Alright.
That's her size, and she will, I guess. She says, yeah. Congratulations to Bow Wow. He has a new baby. Allegedly. Allegedly, he posted a photo of a little boy. And yeah, he allegedly hinted on a track that he had another baby coming. He allegedly said his daughter was asking about a brother. I don't know what to say. That's gonna be one of them talks we have face to face. I'm looking in his eyes. I'm trying to see in him. I'm peeping out his swag, and I see the resemblance. Yeah, this is so. He had a baby. So he had a baby, and this is after the recording from him and his fight with Kiyomi Leslie last year, after they right before they broke up after being on Love and Hip Hop or growing up hip hop Atlanta.
Right.
You know, that audio recording came out a few years ago where he did put his hands. I didn't think he didn't, but okay.
Yeah, I remember that.
No. You can currently find her. Is she still on Wild Out, or did she leave?
I haven't seen.
Okay, so I think she left. I gotta give a shout out to the Brat. I watched the Brats speak on it with Candy. It was very refreshing the other day. I watched it twice. That's how much I liked it. I watched it twice the same day. And she came out officially and she's bisexual. There are a lot of people who weren't surprised, but then there are some people who feel like she's attention, she's confused. I think that, you know, people should just live their truth, and it really doesn't matter.
I mean, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's got nothing to do with them.
Do you feel like we are in a time where we should tell people, okay, I'm going to change it. I've talked to older people on this subject, and I know older people on this subject who feel like, why do you tell people? Why do you announce it? It's not our business. And some of them have that attitude because they don't want to know. And then some of them have that attitude because it's not, it shouldn't matter. I feel like we shouldn't have to tell people because heterosexual people don't walk around saying, I'm straight. Hey guys, I'm straight. Hey guys, I'm straight. So I don't feel like you have to tell people as an announcement. And I understand why there are some people who feel like those who do tell are telling because they might want attention. But you know, you live your truth, and I feel like she said what she said in that interview because she wanted her significant other to know she really did. You know, she was I'm ashamed. And I'm living my life. Part of the reason why she said she held back on being open about it before was she had a super, super, super religious grandmother who helped raise her, and I guess she didn't want her to have to deal with it in church or anything like that. And I understand her, but I feel like that's stuff because at the end of the day, same way that they have passed on, so you don't have to worry about it. God passed on, so it really doesn't matter at the end of the day because regardless of what someone may have said to your grandmother, she wasn't going to be taking those words with her when she left. You just live your truth. I don't understand why people feel like it has to be such a big deal to know these things about people. Just live your truth and know your life. Like, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, dog. Live your life and know your truth. It is what it is. And that's gonna lead me in living your truth. When you live your truth, let's take it outside of a relationship. And let's just say you living your truth about the type of person you're gonna be when it comes to what you will and won't tolerate, the type of moves you're trying to make, the type of business you're trying to do. And how do you handle it with those who are around you? They get bothered when you're not doing it for them, so they act out and they do things that unfriend you online, block you online. But they literally just shared your thing the other day. Literally. But they unfriend you and act like the contract they just recently signed with you doesn't exist. They act like the pictures that they insisted on taking to solidify their paperwork that they insisted on taking to post don't exist. in this day and age, like that's how do you handle your friends in your circle not growing with you?
I just move on.
Yeah,
I can't help it if you don't want to be.
How we do that and tolerate that for so long? And they continue still not doing anything. You gotta move.
Yeah.
What if it's in a relationship?
Same thing.
Right, I'm about to say same. I mean,
You gotta grow
at some point, you have to be able to at least put in some kind of effort. If you haven't even seen this person put in no effort, then you wasting my time.
They have
I
not
gotta
put
go.
it in at all. You know, sometimes people can take kindness for weakness. So that happens with me. Sometimes people take the kindness for weakness. But it's not. I'm just a kind person because of the different things I've gone through in my life. I don't know. Because I didn't get kindness from people at different phases in my life, I give it to myself and I try to put it back out there because I feel like, you know, sometimes those situations, it ain't always got to be rah-rah. Sometimes you can be, you know, a little kind and then they want to take it for granted. And you got to pull up on them and pull together. And then they get mad at you talking about, oh, you tripping. And then you have to remind them, you don't respect me when I'm my nice self.
Right.
Like, you don't respect me when I nicely smile and pleasant myself. I have to turn up to get you to act right.
Right.
You get to a point where you don't want to be bothered with people. If I got to turn up to get you to act right, then I just don't want to be bothered. You keep it pushing. I don't even want you around. Keep it pushing. So, you know, COVID has exposed, I feel like, people in relationships. You've seen a lot of relationships go to the wayside during COVID.
Oh, yeah.
People pop up pregnant, passing away,
Homeless.
Bro, it's exposed a lot. And it's like, when do you reach a point of enough is enough? It's living your truth. And see, that's the thing. When you live your truth, you got to let people live in it and deal with the consequences. You can't live in your truth and think that somebody's going to save you. I ain't gonna. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're not going to save you. The world ain't going to save you because you're not owed anything. Another reason why I have this guy up here. Because this guy's had quite a few different opportunities. Did people feel bad a little bit because of the Hobbs and Shaw situation? To a degree, I feel bad for him on that. Because he's been here since Too Fast and Furious. The Rock and Jason Statham, they just showed up 5. I want to say 5. So, come on. That's like, come on. But there's probably a reason why, as you guys have put out there, because he's typically just a jokester of the bunch.
They never gave him a chance to do anything else.
Never gave him a chance. Never gave him a chance. Never gave him a chance. So, you know, I hope that he can get some great success out of this get ready to come out and not have to pull into whatever. But I'm hoping, and I think to a degree, he's used a little bit of his platform. Talk about it. And it's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What do you got going on that's worth talking about? What greatness have you seen people do right now? What moves have you seen? I like to throw him in as just a source of, because I can talk about the Fast and Furious situation with him all day.
Right.
Because he ruined.
Even if he has some kind of knowledge to help you, and he doesn't even do that.
Yeah. I would love to talk to Hank or Genuine. Because the PGT situation, you know, I believe Tyrese, they said, was telling people that he was getting like $250,000 a show. Allegedly, he's the highest paid. It's a mess. So he did this single called Legendary here recently with, I believe, CeeLo Green. It probably was talking a little bit about what was going on in the world right now. So I want 1,000 pounds. And we could possibly talk. I don't know. But I think a lot of the antics that he's done in the past make it very hard to take. And I think the way he showed out with The Rock put him in a position where he's never going to be, you know, a walk-on cameo on a Hobbs and Shaw movie. That's never going to happen. And I feel like he might have been in a situation where he got caught up in the hype of, yeah, this franchise is lit, and then he jumped over into Transformers, and then it just didn't keep going. Because people don't understand, you get your toe in the door, and then you got to run with it. You're not guaranteed to stay up. You got to keep the momentum going on your own, even if you're not all the way up.
Right.
Just be up somewhere. Be levitated to a degree. We don't want to be levitated just to a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little. I don't have a whole lot else for Clarice. That's about all I really have for him. Another reason why I had brought him up was because, like I said, with the Brat doing this interview, I can remember that song she did, "What You Like" with Tyrese, when she was real feminine, real pretty. Yeah. What do you like? Whole lot of foreplay right before you get it started. I didn't like him, but I liked the Brat. Whatever. I have never been a Tyrese fan, like ever. From the Coca-Cola when he first started, when he was singing on the bus on a Coca-Cola commercial, I wasn't. Then he put out the song "Sweet Lady." I was in 8th grade. I wasn't. He has one song, one of those older songs I might sing the hook to every now and then, but I don't play Tyrese.
I forget about what songs Tyrese was in until I hear him.
Right.
It's like, oh, yeah.
Have I told you I love you?
I can remember the song. Hey, what song is Tyrese?
And
I couldn't
now
remember
that
it
we're
until I heard
mentioning it, did he ever do a song for the Fast and the Furious soundtrack?
Not that I heard.
Luda?
That was ludicrous.
Yeah,
That's the fool.
yeah, that was
Too
him.
bad. Too furious.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
Ludacris
him.
did. Ludacris did a couple.
I'm seeing
Yeah,
you
what song?
again.
What other song was he? What's the Tyrese song like?
Well, no. Okay, so
Fast songs? I can't
Fast and the
think of it.
Furious, the first Fast and the Furious movie, Murder Inc. did that soundtrack. And Ja Rule was just a little cameo.
Yeah.
And then Monica!
Right. Yeah.
But Ja Rule and them, they did, like, Murder Inc. did the soundtrack. So I had a few songs I liked from that soundtrack because I was so, they did the first soundtrack. Too Fast, Too Furious, I feel like Ludacris did. He was the one who was kind of known for the soundtrack because that was the main song. That Act the Fool song was the main song
Because
for
he
the
did a
movie.
video that had all the actors.
Yeah. Tyrese never did that. Could he slow up?
With her.
That's when we first met him. Too Fast, Too
Yeah,
Furious.
I'm just trying to remember. Yeah, he should have. I just don't.
He was in the video. Ludacris didn't. Ludacris wasn't anybody in the video, if I'm not mistaken. Everybody was. But he never took the time
To do a
and
song.
initiative to do it, which probably would have helped him. Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. It might have helped him. I tell you what I'm currently asking the universe for is a dedicated filming space. Because we have a few more different content ideas that we want to bring, but it's really having the space to be able to come in and plug in. I've been inspired by different content creators. One in particular, T.S. Madison. I'm very inspired by the content that she has put out because she's been making her own lane online since YouTube first got started and has a lot of different series that, as she said in the live I was watching earlier, some of the series that she filmed, they never got to make it to the network because the network switched over to a crime. Oxygen.
Mm-hmm.
Oxygen used to be like, yeah, that's where Bad Girls Club stuff first
Yeah,
started.
that's
But then
right.
they switched over more to like crime and stuff. So her show didn't get to the network. Fine. So she works with World of Wonder, which is false with it. So, seeing how people, and like she said, some of these shows that she did were spun from her getting in the car with her mama, riding. She's had like some drag queen stars, like alternative type stars. She's had a bunch of different people, and they just get in the car and drive and chit chat. But that spawned from her taking the time to sit in front of a camera and blah blah blah. When you are willing to just say, budget, I'm just going to get in here and do what I got to do. This is what I want. You find a way to make your lane and get out there. Which is why I gotta salute everybody who always and everybody who always shares comments. I don't care. Thank you. Because you keeping this train going and we want more and more and more. Tonight we are going to be getting a little tipsy and we're going to play. I'm going to play for the first time. Never played it. I'm going to play it for the first time. I can't wait. And then we're going to be back here for major shenanigans, which I have quite a few topics for shenanigans. And trying to bring some more media in the interim. 2 hours is long if I don't have a whole lot of crazy stuff to talk about. And some celeb stuff I like to talk about, but some I don't, because I feel like if I get involved in it, I'm going to have to keep up with a couple of these people and continuously tell y'all about these people, because I've watched a few people start out on YouTube trying to, figure out, okay, should I talk about this person gossip wise or this one? And they start out talking about them, and it's like that person ends up doing foolery that gets them views, but their focus becomes that particular person. We're talking about a little bit of everything. I'll mention some stuff come across, but that's not really focus. Focus is about the fun stuff, letting loose, letting your hair down, building business, talking about business, the entrepreneurship, branching off, doing your thing. And I'm growing. Every week we're doing more and more. We've elevated. We got the green screen backgrounds, and we have intro now. Like we're elevating more and more and more and more. Tomorrow we should have the intro for Major Shenanigans, and we're gonna be lit. So once again, I got to thank my grand familia, Bunny Leafs, 2K, Elika, MJ, K-Tech, Sugar, Smokey, Kano, you, Kayne Gang, me, Spreaker. Oh, and I forgot to say at the beginning of the show, we are actually on Periscope tonight. So salute. We are now on Periscope. We are on Periscope. So you can catch us on Periscope. You can catch us on YouTube. You can catch us on Facebook. And you can catch us on Spreaker. Take us with you. We are able to go everywhere with you. So take us with you. I'm gonna wrap it up about here because I am ready to go ahead and eat. I was gonna do the eat and talk, but I ain't want to do all that. I want to chit chat. So I'm gonna eat. We're gonna put a game up and stuff. Shut this stuff down because we got an hour in, and the hour is great. So I got to give another major for all of our major sponsors: Grind Time Radio ATL, Grind Factory, Candid Creation, MJ Kayne Media, you, Kayne Gang. I think I'm missing somebody.
Major movement.
If you would like to have your brand or product or service sponsored or mentioned here, please send me a message. Let me know. I have no problem putting your info up here and plug you. If you would like to contact Major Movement about expanding your brand or services internet, let's help you grow. We're about growth. I want to see everybody win. Like, regardless of how there may be a different kind of way, we want people to win. Because if I put the energy out there for you to lose, guess who gets that energy? And I know people don't believe it, but when you pray for people's downfall, you get it. So don't pray for people's downfall. Try to help people. Willing to help people. I've got a lot of help along the way. Got me partly to where I am. So I'm always. But I was able to get the help I got because I was really willing to work, sacrifice my time, and that's really what I had to do. Jobs I've had and stuff, it was because I was willing to get in there and learn my time. I did. And the higher ups saw that and were willing to say, well, shoot, you sitting here every day and after work 3-4 hours a day, let's get you elevated. Let's get you some more money and blah, blah, blah. But that's how it moves. That's how it works. You got to do that work in and so we up. And I want you to be up too. So make sure you tune in. Make sure you are subscribed and locked in. And we will see you tomorrow night here. Same place for Major Shenanigans. Us. Guys, stay safe. Thank you. And we are out. Bye.